現在、アメリカテキサス州には約1万5000人の不法移民が集まっています。その多くがカリブ海の島に位置するハイチから来ています。保守評論家のグレン・ベックは、これは絶対に偶然ではないと主張しています。アメリカは合法的に来る移民を歓迎します。しかし、不法に入国しようとしてくる移民は国家安全保障上の脅威となり、アメリカ国内の治安を混乱させます。バイデン政権は不法移民の問題を軽視し、メキシコとの国境に配備される国境警備隊の人数を減らしました。その結果が現在の混乱です。しかし、マスコミは国境の問題を報道しないので、多くのアメリカ人が意識していません。グレン・ベックは、このハイチ人不法移民について、第三者による組織的な支援があると考えています。その黒幕は誰なのでしょうか。グレン・ベックの解説をご覧ください。
Well, let me give you some audio from the border. This is from the Rio Grande. As people are crossing now, cut 4, please. As people are crossing the Rio Grande, look at this. I've been to this bridge. You were at that bridge, remember?
I have not. But
middle of the night?
Yeah.
You weren't there?
I was not, no.
Look at this. They're building huts, like, I mean, just out of sticks that they can find.
Cane, yeah. They're at the point now where because it's so hot, it's 100 degrees, and of course it's Texas, even in September when you hit those numbers, and they are now moving their encampments based on the shade.
Yeah.
They're moving them every few hours.
Well, that's why they're under the bridge.
Right, well, that's why they're under the bridge, but the bridge, obviously, with the position of the sun, they have to keep moving where they're staying.
It's crazy.
Incredible.
It's just crazy. There are about 15,000 people, mainly from Haiti. There are about 15,000 people that are now at the border. They're coming across, cut 3. They're coming across the border. They're coming across the river.
All right, guys, what you're looking at right now is the U.S. side of the Rio Grande. That is a mass of several hundred illegal immigrants who have just crossed the Rio Grande. And look at this, several hundred more streaming across as we speak. We're on a boat in the Rio Grande. This is the Mexican side of the river right now. You can see it's a never-ending stream. Hundreds of people crossing the Rio Grande basically every hour. And they're heading over to the International Bridge, which you can see in the background. Look at that mass of people.
Where's the press on this?
This is why the situation under the bridge continues to deteriorate.
Yeah, Fox News, and that's it.
The federal government has to wake up.
Oh, you're right.
That's remarkable. I mean, the reporter, I can't think of his name. He's the guy who's speaking on that video, who's been incredible getting all of this footage. I mean, it really is amazing how bad this is, and seemingly they act as if it totally took them off guard that this was even occurring. Now, usually when you invite people to the border and you say you should come because we're really going to make sure we take you in, Haiti's had such a tough situation, they're going to come because, you know, America's pretty sweet. We like it here. But
how did this many Haitians move in the same place?
Yeah.
How did that happen? This was obviously coordinated.
Do you remember being mocked constantly for the idea of caravans? Remember how many fact checks came back as pants on fire over caravans, and
even though we had the evidence and all the documents that showed
the organizers on the ground saying the things we were saying, we were just quoting them. But still, that was pants on fire. That was racism. That was xenophobia.
Here it is.
Here it is. This is what they look like. This is, you call it a caravan if you want, but it's the exact same thing. There's no way all these people, there's not like a Haitian telepathy that I know of that they can all communicate with each other, be like, let's go to the border now. Like, these are organized efforts. They obviously are funded. You know how hard it is? If you're a very incredibly poor Haitian person living on an island to get to
Mexico.
Again.
You know how long you'd have to save? If you're that poor.
You can't.
How long you'd have to save to get to any country.
They don't even have a functioning economy. You can't even save. You can't. It's impossible. And so these people are just all showing up there in a group of 15,000 at once. And it's completely ridiculous to act as if it's anything other than a coordinated effort by somebody. We don't have all the details of an investigation yet, but we'll get them. We'll know eventually who's responsible for this and how it happened.
And our audience will.
Yes.
The rest of the country won't.
Will not.
And that is the biggest thing that we have to combat. Your friends and neighbors, if they are watching the mainstream media, they're not getting this. They're not seeing it.
なるほど、こういった形でやってるのかなと私自身は思ったわけですけども、私たちは彼は今回この J-CPAC に来ることを本当に心から望んでいました。たった20年で東京にオリンピックも来たんです。
Within a very, very large business that has locations all over the world.
And welcome to the 4th annual Japan Conservative Union Conference.
Thank you for inviting me to speak with you today on the topic of the environment, energy security, and U.S.-Japanese relations.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to join you for CPAC Japan 2020.
課題認識については、世界から見れば、もう何週も周回遅れしていると、そういう危機感を持っております。
東南アジアの国、欧州の国、いろんなその価値と戦略的利益と価値を共有する国との間で、経済、技術を含めた相対的な安全保障、広い意味での経済安全保障の面も含めて、ネットワークを強化する。
このお二人や、あるいは僕のような非力な人間の力だけだととてもできないから、日本の主人公は皆さんだけなので、主権者が僕らの話を今日もヒントにしていただいて、そういうことが分かる議員に投票する。